There she is. And by nautiloid sparrow, do you mean you're starting over again? Yes. But here we are. We got this. We got a whole thing planned today. First, I want mods because I'm playing this solo. So what we're doing? Okay, let me fully explain. The last couple times I keep starting the game like, oh, we'll start the game to play this later. We'll play it on stream or whatever. No, I'm starting the game in order to play it off stream. But I'm going to play the first couple hours on stream just for fun because that's what I wanted to do with my time. And so I'll be doing, like, if I weren't streaming, I'd be doing this. So you're coming along with me because I want to get those streams in. Let's see. I need. Well, we're gonna put mods in because I don't have any mods installed. Since I'm playing on my own, I can put as many mods as I want. Because if I have as many mods as I want, then I can. I mean, I don't have to worry about like having my mods match with anybody else. So, although they seem to have broken there. Reset filters. There we go. Can I sort by like? All right. So yeah, we're modding the fuck out of it. 1 second. Withers big naturals. I will not. See, because the goal is. So hi. Good morning. The goal is. The goal is to play to have a game that I actually fit. Okay, so let me explain. When I played Baldur's Gate through the first time, and the only time I've played it all the way through, it was before they added all the character endings and stuff. So you finished the game, and it was just like, you did it. Good job. So I've never seen any of like the endings they added. I know of the Withers Big Naturals. I'm not going to give Withers Big Naturals because I want to take the game mildly seriously for the run through. You know what I mean? And it's hard to take my game mildly seriously when Withers has big old titties. So, but I appreciate the suggestion. I'll take that into account. And my account says no. But we are going to do some modding stuff. What version are we on now? Like, what did it change? It says it's a better UI, but I can't tell like what the difference is. I mean, it's really popular. Just because something's really popular doesn't mean it's good, you know. Hair salon for sure. It's lore accurate though. Is it? Is it though? I don't believe you. How is this sorted? Oh, by trending. Most downloaded? Least downloaded? Most downloaded? Okay. Hair unlocked. What is this? It's just like better colors or something, or add some themed dyes to the game. Okay, sure. Why not? I don't care about I don't want to change the party limit because that's part of the game's balancing. I don't need more spells. Anything that like fucks with the gameplay, I'm not gonna do probably. Camp clothes will take. Why not? What is this? Oh no, I'm good. Um, Weightless gold is tempting, but it's kind of funny to give my strongest character all the gold to hold on to. And the question is, does this work with improved UI? You know? You know? I don't know. I don't know. I don't need extra encounters. Extra hairs that I'm never going to use. I can see all their stories and small talk. Yeah, they're just such a huge party, you know? Not a bad idea, though. But, holy hell, it's a big party. Like, how many people is that? Like, because there's Tav. You get Tav, Shadowheart, Karlach, Will, Shoe Boy, the one who eats shoes. Gale, that's his name. Astarion, Frog Princess. I forgot her name. That's like 7 people running around. Dude, that's crazy. Minsk. Oh right, Minsk. So 8, and then also Jaheira. So 9. Can I be real for a second? Can I be so real for a second? Can I be no? I think adding Minsk and Jaheira was a mistake. Personally, like I know why they're there. They're there because they're from the other games, and it's a Baldur's Gate 3, not Baldur's Gate 0. So like I get it, and they're fun characters. They're cool, but they feel so disjointed because they don't show up till much later, and they're from something else, and they already knew each other, so they feel like a weird addition. You know what I mean? Like they don't feel like they connect in the same way the others do. The others this is their first adventure really for everyone else. But for Minsk and Jaheira, they're old, they've been around, they've been doing stuff for a bit. They just happen to be in this party for a second. Like they feel more like mercenaries than actual companions. Who introduced you to Jaheira? Oh, for sure. And I'm even then though, like it still feels like unless we met Minsk like Act 1 or Act 2. But like as it is, we meet Jaheira Act 2 and she still feels tacked on. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like near the end of Act 2 or like the middle. Not the end, I guess the middle, depending on when you go to the camp. But like, I don't know, it feels like they get added so late that you just don't want to like. Yeah, exactly. But yeah. But because they're not added early on, they feel, you know, they feel like they're not as cohesively part of the experience, if that makes sense. Also, because I have my Baldur's Gate add-on on, you will still be able to vote on like uh, dialogue options. Who knows if I'll take your suggestions since I am just starting my own personal playthrough on this, but you know. Yeah, exactly. It's fucking weird. I kind of want to take some of the more hair mods, but I don't need that many hair mods. You know what I mean? Better target info. Like what? The problem is half the stuff I don't know what works with. And yeah, I turned the music off because I didn't need to sit here listening to the whole fucking time. It just sounds like empty nothingness. That's why. Interesting. Inspirations Uncapped is funny. You could probably get a whole lot of those. Yeah, it is weird how light the black hair is. Anyway. Oh, well, I'll turn it back on for that. We got to experience that while we're doing our character selection. So all these like better top bar, better interface, better whatever. Like, I don't understand is it all part of that other improved UI, or is it just not gonna be? Who knows? Uh, less hair, more long hair, more less hair. Hair. What, Sparrow? What mods did you download? Hair. Um. And the real question is, because like, I always want to. No, I did not do that one. But with the. No, what I was gonna say was that oh, what the fuck? It said crazy color pack. They weren't fucking around. Um, but no, I was saying like that's fun. The gosh, classes. Every time I go to pick a class, half the time I have to like decide. Why does that one have a cigar? There's just some that come with pipes. That's really funny. Like if I get, you know, fucking God, my brain is shutting down this morning. I am so slow. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't, because I haven't said anything. I've just been like, Okay, classes. When I pick a class in a game, in this game, half the time I want to like pick like Warlock or, you know, something like that. And I don't ever, because, or like, you know, the Warlock is just one example, but sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'll be Barbarian, or I'll be a Warlock, or I'll be a Fighter, or whatever. And then I choose those, and then it's like, well, your companion is also that. And they have a much more connected story to the idea of them being that. It's like, okay, cool. I guess I'll just do not that. So I only ever look at classes that, like, my companions aren't ever, which, with the classes we have, leaves, like, 3? Or with the companions we have, leaves, like, 3 or 4? I don't know. I'm just saying. It's hard to. I want to be so dang lore accurate. I'm such a fucking. And here's the okay. A couple times in my adult life, people have, because it's popular to tell people this, just kill them. No. I'd rather just change their class. You know, that thing you can do. But people have in the past, in my adult life, been like, hey, were you ever tested for autism? And I know that people do that a lot, but partly it's because I walk around on my toes, which I guess is a thing, but also some of the ways I interact with the world. And one of the only times I ever go, they might be saying something of note, is when I think about my relationship to what I consider real and what I consider not real and what I consider like lying. And by that I mean like, I don't like fantasy. No, I love fantasy novels, but I don't like fantasy novels that take place in the real world. So like the ones where it's like, ooh, we're in New York, but underneath New York there's a secret elf society or whatever the fuck. That shit, I don't like that shit. And the reason I don't is because I've seen New York, right? It exists in the real world. I know what it looks like. It doesn't have a secret elf society. You know what I mean? Like, and it bugs me that they're lying to me. That they're telling me this thing that's not real. But if they tell me a thing that's so not real it cannot possibly be real, like, oh, there's a secret elf society in this fantasy world that doesn't exist, I go, oh, okay, cool. You know? And so, but that extends to all sorts of things. Like this game where I'm like, oh, I want to be this class, but, you know, let's say I want to be a fighter. Well, Lae'zel's already a fighter. And I guess fighter is one of the ones that's actually a really bad example. I want to be a warlock. Let's say Gale's not Gale. Will's already a warlock, and Will has a whole story that connects him to his warlockness. As a Tav, I have no story connecting to my warlockness. I just am a warlock, and I wouldn't want two of us mechanically, but also like it feels less interesting to have multiple. And if I were to change Will, this brings up the conversation from earlier. If I were to change Will to something else, like let's say I change him to a bard or something, which, by the way, he's much closer to. But anyway, in the way he just is, let's say I change him to a bard or something, then I will know it's wrong because that's not what he's meant to be. You know what I mean? And that bugs me. And that whole idea of like what is reality and what is real, if another great example of this weird shit. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent for a second. When I was playing a Warhammer 40K D&D game, there was a dude in that game who had the most tenuous link on what was in Warhammer lore stuff. He just loved Ultramarines and didn't care about anything else except loving Ultramarines. But he still didn't fully understand like what they were doing. And if you don't know the universe, you won't understand the point I'm making, but that's okay. But basically, for example, we had a moment we got like basically cornered by a Tzeentch demon or something, and it took our most treasured memory from us. But we had to describe our character's most treasured memory to the table, and like when we got to his most treasured memory, it was like a high school ass like graduation ceremony where he became a space marine and he got to meet Rabute Gilliman, who like was specifically like, oh, you did a good job, my son, and things like that. And that's so wrong and far off from what happens and from what would even be close to happening that it was laughable, and he was fully serious about it. And that bugged the hell out of me. Yeah, we're playing pretend, but he's playing pretend in the universe that he's playing pretend in a universe that has established rules, and he's not following his established rules. God damn it! You know what I mean? I'm so fucking weird about it. Where's the established rules? Why aren't they being followed? This is why I'm like also weird about my mods, and why Wither doesn't get a big natural. So sorry. It's because I'm so specific about like, yes, this is how this universe is meant to be. Don't fuck with the established systems in it. I don't know why. And I don't know why. Because I love being a little gremlin and I love fucking messing with stuff. Like this, plasma weapons, I would never. Because why would we have those? No. Every mod I ever installed in Skyrim usually had the word immersive next to it. For whatever, Jesus Christ. Jiminy Christmas. It just was like scanning the mods. I'm like, Jesus, holy titties, Batman. Speaking of fucking withers, Lydia's heads. Weird. They look too freaky. Oh, I'll take weird hair. More hair again. Paladins have gods. They can. They don't have to though. I don't know. That's my diatribe about fucking shit. CBBE. I'm trying to figure out what that stands for. CBBE. Am I being fucking tagged? Stop, guys. Yes, crack the sun. Very cool. Leave me alone. Okay, oh, that's a gameplay one I'll change. I don't know. I don't want to accidentally kill Scratch, you know what I mean? Honestly, I'm pretty good without a lot of the mods. I forgot what mods I normally used, but yeah, I don't know. Also, I hate these. That like, not hate, but like, oh, it's a Sarah mod. Hold on, wait. Which one is that? Oh, hell no. Oh, I see. Nah. Nah. I don't need my Skyrim to goon me up. It's Skyrim, man. I don't need that shit. Uh, who needs it? Also, I see your AI generated fucking art. I'm not touching it. I mean, I wasn't gonna, but I'm not touching it. Over-explained interaction options prime. Jesus Christ. Why would anyone want that? I mean, sure, but they've put a lot of work into it, though. They had to write a whole prompt. Ooh, dice packs also. No. Alright, we're getting into weird shit now. Like this. Like this. What have you done? What have you done? What have you done to her? Jesus Christ. Fucking, fucking worshipping Shar leads many to powers many would consider unnatural. Grab that. I meant to grab that more hair there. I might come back and get the adjustable party limit stuff, but Jesus, why? Oh, these look weird. Hold on. I'm probably not going to play a tiefling, but oh, neat. That's fun. Fun, funky horns. It is very like I have. Oh, I knew it. I was in the middle of saying I have fucking heterochromia. I was in the middle of saying it, and there it is. Like, these horns are very like, I'm super unique and have heterochromia. There it is. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I had a dude that I played Baldur's Gate with for a little bit. We actually got pretty decently far with like a group. It's the farthest I've gotten with a group in a game like this in a while. We got like all the way to Act 3, and then Act 3 we were like, I don't want to play anymore. Like, all of us were like, we're kind of done. But fucking he always, because we played a couple of characters where we got one that was like in always his characters had heterochromia, had vitiligo, like anything he could do to make them like unique and special or whatever. Like, that was always his choices. Pink mustache, whatever the hell he could do. And it was, it made all of his characters not unique anymore. They all blended together because he all tried to make them so unique. It's funky. Also, Taz Hair Salon is such a big mod. What the fuck? They like doubled the amount of mod I had. These all look so edgy. Why is it just showing their lips? What is happening? Why are the pictures all cut off? Like, why are they all cut off? What is this? All right. Well, I'm going to go with that for now. Almost a gig of mods. New game. Custom. I love double color eyes. It's cool, but people do it so often that it's like, bro. You have made your character, not your character, but I always find it less believable. And again, this is a me thing. This is me being a weirdo. I find it less believable the second they have that, because it's such a rare condition that you see like every once in a while, and they're like, well, my special character does have this rare condition. Makes you go, oh Jesus. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to describe it. Okay, standard rule set, balanced across the board. I'm not going for a challenge. I'm just going to finish. Everything, I want to keep everything the same, but I have to go to custom, because what I do want is I do want to hide NPC health, which is already going to make the game harder. I want to hide failed perception rolls, hide passive rolls and dialogues, and and hide the difficulty class during rolls. I'm trying to make this as close to playing D&D as possible, where you don't see this stuff when you're playing with, a DM or something. Hide NPC health, hide fail perception. The problem is, I know that there's a difference between, like, when you're playing with a DM, you could say a thing and then be like, oh, well, I don't know, that'd be the reaction. Can we walk that back a little bit? Like, I was really trying to get this reaction out of them, or I was trying to say this type of thing. And for this game, you can't do that. So if you click a thing that's like, passive roll, you don't realize or whatever, I don't know. But hide NPC health for sure, because it's like, I don't know if I've killed that dude or not, and you're not gonna be so like when you can see NPC health, you can do really weirdly tactical things like, oh, that guy has 1 health, I'll just hit him with a magic missile. But like, if you're fighting in D&D, your DM doesn't tell you, hey, that guy has 1 health. He might say, oh, he might be able to ask, like, oh, how's he looking? Oh, he's looking rough, kind of thing. But, like, he's not going to, like, say, oh, he's got 13 out of 65 health. And you're like, okay, well, we can play. You know what I mean? So, I try and keep that up. And the passive perception rolls are good for me, too, because then I don't see a passive perception roll and go, oh, get everyone over here, or whatever. But everything else I keep default. Default. So yeah. Oh. Trying to access my networks. Oh, I didn't turn on my music. Shit. Oh well. It's too late. We'll just have to sing Down by the River ourselves. Down by the river. Do it in the worst way possible. Just not the right notes at all. I skipped the cutscene. I probably shouldn't have. It's fine. Don't reset tutorials. Well, yeah, no, I'm alright. Down by the river. Okay. Probably just gonna do tab origin. It's, gotta make our cool custom character. In my opinion, I don't know how you guys feel. In my correct opinion, there's nowhere to put chat. You guys go over here, I guess. In my correct opinion, Tav is the default Tav is Dark Urge. But like the story is meant to be played as Dark Urge because I have backup for this. One, it gives Tav a character that isn't just Tav. Because Tav is pretty lifeless. And it feels like the Dark... I mean, like, what I mean by this is, like, it feels like the game was meant for the Dark Urge to play as the main character. And, yeah, just in general, it feels pretty lifeless if you're playing as Tav. But it's still fun. It's just, your character it's just a blank slate with which to put your own emotions onto. Versus Dark Urge has some other weird things going on. Also, story-wise, you are... Spoilers. Big spoilers if you haven't played Dark Urge. If you haven't played Dark Urge, mute me for the next, minute. But basically, it is revealed, if you play Dark Urge, that you are, I think, like, a child of Baal, I think it is. But, like, all of the Baldur's Gate characters up until this point have been children of Baal or children of the Dead 3, not just Baal, but like, that's their whole point. Like, that's the problem every time. Every time there's a Baldur's Gate game, in both games, it was because you are one of the children of Baal or one of the children of the Dead 3. Like, that's always the main, like, secret conflict or whatever. So the fact that they had that in the game is like, oh, that was probably meant to be the main character, but they didn't want to put everyone into, like, oh, you're a murderer, So yeah, I am gonna go Tav though. Wow, I do like that you can back up your randomization though. Secret work lurk. Hey, Outcast, thank you for the work lurk. Also, it's funny that if you click someone like Lae'zel or whatever, and you go to custom origin, it gives you their like race and class. Like, oh, Gale. Ah, Shadowheart. Like, it gives you Shadowheart at home. We have Gale at home. We have Lae'zel at home. Like, this is like... So we have Will at home. It's really funny. Yeah, yeah. All right. Let's start with this part. Now, this is the question. This is the question. Um, and this is the problem. I will spend hours on this. So, welcome to character creation stream. That's what we're watching. Um, okay. So, first off, right off the bat, I can't change my companion's species, their ancestry. So, nothing that I already have as a companion, I will take as a person, unless it is less obvious than the same. If that makes sense. To Githyanki, I won't do it. Unless I'm doing that as part of the story and find it interesting, I want to see what it's like being a Githyanki Tav, I won't touch it otherwise, because, Frog Princess treats you the same as everyone else still, for the most part, with occasional lines otherwise that aren't that. Um, elf, I can do. Half elf, I can do, even though Astarion, I think, is a half elf, or at least an elf. He might be a full wood elf, or full, high elf. But he's a vampire, so that supersedes that. So a normal elf is still, excuse me, available. Tiefling is fun. I do think double tiefling is a little silly with Karlach, although it is more game accurate in that a lot of people like to play tiefling, so having two tieflings in your party would not be a surprise. Drow is interesting because you get a lot of racism from people, although it generally sometimes means it's a little bit harder of a game because people don't want to help, or they just attack you outright, or whatever. Human feels like what should be the default option, but you already have a human in Will, um, and he's a very human, and in fact, Halsin's also human, and not Shadowheart. She's a half elf. Honestly, thinking about it, the only ones that really stop me are Tiefling and Githyanki. Those are the two where I go, well, I can't do those because we already have those. You know, because even a half elf and Shadowheart, I was thinking about it. It wouldn't weird me out to have two half elves in the party, um, or two humans or whatever, or three humans. I always want to play a shorter race, honestly, but I can never take them seriously because they're tiny. I know there are full grown adults in the real world that are this short, but something about it in the video game, I'm like, that's a weird little guy. It's partly why I always want to play them as a weird little guys. Dragonborn a little too weird, too hard to connect to. They can look really cool though. I will admit, you can make your Dragonborn look really neat, and it gives Tav a more unique weirdness. And then when Tav is hard to read as a person, you look at Tav and you're like, what's happening in their face? It's because they're a Dragonborn that makes it hard to fucking see what's happening, you know? Honestly, let's give this a go. Let's take a look. We got a lot of options too. Like how this changes their facial structure too. The question is, what kind of dragon if we do dragon? So we got all kinds of options. And if I'm doing Dragonborn, do I just want to do Dark Urge? Because I haven't actually seen the Dark Urge end, and I know it's interesting. It does change your gameplay considerably, though. In that, there's constantly you trying to fight your Dark Urges, uh, you know? Though it does feel like what the game wants. could be neat. I've actually played Dragonborn a couple times in like multiplayer games and multiplayer ones. I do think they have a cool like look to them, and I feel more. It's funny is in multiplayer I feel more ready to play Dragonborn because like I know my character's not going to be romancing any of the other characters because I'm playing in multiplayer. That'd be weird. I don't know why that's weird to me, but it'd be weird. And so I'm less worried about like, oh, it'll look weird if they try and fucking my character tries to make out with someone or something. But in the single player game, I'm like, well, what if they do that? But at the same time, I don't know if I think I don't think I need to. I can leave that alone. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, brass is fiery. Resistant to fire damage. Huh, I wonder. Hmm. You always got a romance. That's punky. Uh, See, okay. If I choose Dragonborn, I will be cutting off. Also, gotta check hiding your romance cutscenes so bros can watch. Yeah, no, I'm all right. Thank you though, but no. Yeah, I definitely like lean Dragonborn in a lot of like just because they're cool and alien and interesting lizard people. I do this a lot in like Elder Scrolls 2. I'll pick Argonian or I'll pick like Khajiit or something weird if I can help it. Just because I find them more interesting looking than human. Again, it goes to that same I think the same exact principle of like taking stuff from the real world I already know and putting them into something that's fantasy. It's like, well, I mean, why bother? We already have that stuff. And I get it's to have like a relation to real things. I totally get why it happens. It just I think there's something in my brain that is weird in that way. But it's much easier to connect emotionally to pretend to say like for this is a character I've made. Like let's say this is my character, right? I look at this and go, that's a character I've made. Let's say I make a character that's like a half elf and he's got medium length brown hair or whatever and stuff. It doesn't really matter what he looks like. But the point is, I make a half elf. I can much easier go, that's my representation in this world because that looks not like me, but it's closer to me than this thing is. You know what I mean? And so it's easier to like put myself in when I talk about the game. I'm more likely to say me instead of my character when talking about like a more humanoid character versus something like a Dragonborn. So it's tough. And this is why it takes me so long to do character creation. When I clicked on character creation earlier, I saw how much time we had in the stream so far. It had been 20 minutes had passed, and we were on race. 20 more minutes have passed since then, and we are still on race, and I'm still discussing it and thinking about it. I told you this was going to be a character creation stream. I wasn't fucking around. Okay, let's go through all of the races one at a time, piece by piece, and think about what we want out of playing and what we don't want and what the positives and negatives are in terms of style and feel and all that kind of shit, because we got to break this shit down because I got too many thoughts at once. So if I say them out loud, it'll help me get them out into my brain in a way that makes sense in order. So elves, very hoity-toity, you know them. I would probably... Here's the other problem is I also tend to lean on various races, or not races, on various classes depending on the race. Like if I played an elf, I am way less likely to pick like barbarian for the class. Like I'm sure elf barbarians exist. I'm sure they do. But to me it feels like a dissonance, so, which is unfortunate because there's some really cool like combos you can do. So the question is, do we choose then in that case? In that case, thinking about it that way, do we choose race first or do we choose class first? Because if I choose my class first, then I can worry about like, okay, what fits this? Like this would work fine with an elf. So in fact, paladin works fine with everybody. There isn't a single like thing here. I think I'd be like paladin doesn't work. Although a gnome paladin feels weird. I don't know why. It feels too spiritual for them, even though paladins aren't spiritual. They're just about making an oath to something. So really, it's the least spiritual. Anyway, the point is, it feels weird. So that kind of stuff. Jesus Christ, Sparrow, get it together. Drow paladin feels weirder. That's true. That's true. But I could see it. You know what I mean? Like a drow that has struggled with whatever, like having all the other stuff going on, and they just decide to go paladin because they're like, I want to make an oath to not be a fucking shithead anymore. That kind of thing. Like I can make reasons for that, and the same thing with the gnome. The gnome could just be like, he's just a dude that wants. The same thing with the halfling and gnome. Like they just want to do that thing that they want to make an oath and promise they're going to do this, that, and the other thing. Because that's the other half too. Sorry, this is also unrelated. Well, it's not unrelated, but it's unrelated to the character creation. People always conflate clerics and paladins. Like literally, the difference between a cleric and a paladin is that a cleric worships a god, and a paladin basically worships an oath they've made. And the oath does not have to be to a god. It could be to a king, to a spirit, to themselves. The oath is the important part. And the amount of times you see people say, like, I'm a paladin. Oh, which god do you choose? Well, it's not, you could be an entirely atheistic paladin that doesn't have a god, like that, and they'd still have all their powers and all their stuff as long as they follow their oath. I don't know. It's interesting how they like get conflated like that, and like they both wear armor, they both hit things. Everyone's like, "Oh, cleric is just the healer in robes in the back," and you're like, "No. A cleric has a mace default for a reason." It's not a casting stick. I remember not petting Scratch or break your oath. Yeah, depending on the oath, which is really fucking funny. That being said, I don't want to be a paladin, but it's a thing. I like the idea of ranger, and part of why I like the idea of ranger is that so many, like of the races that exist, not all of them fit ranger just fine. Ranger and fighter are some of the classes that like literally fit every version you could make. The problem is, I don't know, kind of boring. And Ranger's kind of just shit rogue, If I want to use a bow, just be a rogue, and now I have a bow and sneak attack. You know what I mean? Whereas before I have Ranger, I have a bow and like what? A spider? Like I guess that's another body on the field, but those things die so quick. And like what even, hold on, subclass, class, you don't get to choose your, no, you don't get to choose like your subclass yet. Oh, yes, you do. Favorite enemy. Kind of. You kind of do. I swore you got to choose your, am I crazy? It's just best to combine them. That's the other thing, too. Multi-classing break my brain. And I always want to get, like, the thing you get at the end. You know what I mean? Like, the big, like, bam. The capstone. Here's the question, though. Do you not get to choose your subclass until level 3 on Ranger? Oh, you do. Weird. I remember being Dr. B's for longer. I guess not. Gloomstalker is just Rogue Ranger. We have Rogue at home. I know, Ranger's actually stronger than Rogue. Yeah. Yeah. But, I don't know. It's about, yeah. Especially because Ranger can have actual, like, like martial weapons that aren't, you know, like you don't have to just use daggers. They can use like swords. Wait, you can do that? Can you just multi-class into every fucking? That's really fucking funny. Um, like druids, and we get a druid in Halcyon. So like, okay, look at this. Pretend for a second that we can't take any class that we already get later. The only class, the only classes available then are bard, monk, ranger, paladin. Weirdly, both sorcerer and no, just sorcerer. So it's just this T right here for Tav. T for Tav. Everyone else get these. These all show up at some point. Achievement, you can't get a second level and switch later on. So you have to. Oh, that's crazy. Well, I would definitely make a custom character for that achievement. Just call him Jack, like as in of all trades, and then just slowly fucking work my way through all the classes. And I feel like that'd be a very useful character. So my first playthrough, I played a sorcerer. Start there. It was fine. It was fun. It was a good time. I did feel like I didn't get to see Gale much because we had magic in the party. Though I didn't. I did bring him sometimes because he had much better utility magic, and sorcerer had much better like damage magic. Um, Monk is neat. I actually like to give Lae'zel levels in Monk. If she ever when she takes the, because I think usually my Lae'zel, if I get that far, will take the side with Orpheus kind of thing. In which point he trains monks instead of fighters, and so I would give her levels in Monk to give her some of that like monk fighter double down. Yeah, but interesting. Give fucking Will some Bard too. Why not? Ooh, wait. Okay, I'm having thoughts. If I think about what I would give my other like I think about, okay, we give Will Bard. We multi-class everyone, right? We give Will some Bard. We give Astarion some Sorcerer, so that Astarion has like maybe like arcane trickster and sorcerer. So there's a lot of spells going on with his roguing, because he is a fucking elf, right? You give fucking yeah, warlock bard, which are both half casters, rogue sorcerer, and then fighter monk. And for someone like uh let's see, if there's a couple others, I wouldn't touch them. Like Garlac, full barbarian, all the way capstone. Um, what's her name? Shart, probably just full cleric. Maybe a paladin after her swap, but probably not. Although I do like to keep her on trickster cleric, and then when she swaps, if she swaps, swap her to life cleric. She does the hair dyeing. So I think that's interesting. Um, for Gale, I'd probably just keep him full wizard. What are the other ones? Halsin's full druid. He's got no other option. Jaheira, I'd probably give her druid fighter. Minsk, I think he's barbarian. I would probably also give him paladin potentially, just because like, I don't know. He seems like a guy that set up for an oath, but that's just a lore thing. I wouldn't do it for mechanics, and I never bring Minsk anyway. So what if I did ranger myself? I think this is what I think this is the exact Minsk is an archer. Fuck. No, you're right. He is a ranger. He's a ranger because he has fucking boo. But he's a weird ranger. He's a pet ranger. I wouldn't be a pet ranger. If I were a ranger, I'd be more like an Aragorn ranger. And I think I actually did a stream months ago where I did this exact thing where I made a character and it was a ranger. at the end of the day. Like, that's what I chose. We're going to go with it. I lean half elf just because, like, that's what I did last time and it's what I know, but I don't think I'm going to do it again. Did do it last time. All right, who's the character? Let's before we decide the race, I guess we decide who the character is, because it's like that can help us inform. So they're a ranger. They are a not a beast tamer. They're not that. A swamp. Ooh, wait, yeah, swamp ranger, dwarf, maybe. It might be a dwarf. I'm thinking about someone who's a monster hunter. Like that's why they have the resistance to poison damage. Is they fought a lot of poisonous monsters before. Bounty hunter, keeper of the veil. Enemies of a holy or druidic order. Yeah, someone who has fought monsters in the past, I would say. Ensnaring strike. Although this is pretty good. No, yeah, from other planes of existence, that's this one. You cast protection from evil and good. So like someone who's kind of like a witcher in a way, where they're like a monster hunter who uses all of their tools at their disposal to fight monsters. If that includes a pet, a bow, some swords, like whatever he needs to kill monsters. So, what does that dude look like? Who is that guy? Guy who's a monster hunter. Okay, well, probably not an elf. That's a very tough job for an elf to pick. Tiefling is possible. Like, it has that whole, like, monster hunting monster thing. And I'd get over the fact that Karlach's a tiefling, because my tiefling would look different. Drow is a possibility, too. Like, grew up with monsters, knows how to hunt them, is good, adept at hiding in the shadows and using the shadows as part of the advantage. Human is like a classic monster hunter. It's like the underdog, essentially, the human that uses their shitty strength and shitty lifespan to just hunt monsters or whatever. Githyanki, I'm not interested in general. I could see dwarves being a good monster hunter. I think there's a dwarf monster hunter in Avowed that was pretty believable. It's good dude. I can see half elves doing it, though less so. Halflings, no, definitely not, and gnomes, definitely not. The Dragonborn, I can see it, but the bow feels too small for their massive frame. You don't see half orcs a lot. But I don't. It doesn't read careful, thoughtful monster hunter to me, which might be racist for dwarves. Or sorry, not dwarves, for half orcs. Which, if I'm going to be racist against a fictitious race, I'll take it. I'll take that as my main as my main systemic racism is against fictitious races. So, because I don't know, it just seems weird. Like, yeah, half orc archer works, but half orc like monster hunter that spending all his time thinking about like, oh, what potion do I brew? What fucking trap do I set? That kind of thing. I wouldn't put him in that category. Fuck it, let's do a tiefling. I know we said no tieflings because of Karlach. It'll be fun. It'll be fine. I haven't done a tiefling yet. I don't know what they're like to play, actually. So that'll be interesting. Let's see. We can either have Produce Flame, Mage Hand, or Thaumaturgy. Mage Hand would be the most useful all the time. Kill Karlach for Will. Hell no. I'd rather kill Will for Karlach. Jesus. Will's personality fucking rubs me the wrong way. He's such a bitch about so many things. Will was the point where, like, in my own playthrough, I was referring to him as Won't for a bit. Because he was just annoying me with what he was like, oh, that's not how we should do it. And I'm like, Will, shut up. Shut up. And the way Karlach is like, fuck yeah, let's go. That's I'll take that any day. Martial strength. Asmodeus. Zariel. Fun fact, Zariel used to be an angel that went to hell to fight the demons and the devils and got corrupted and basically decided that she was going to run the place. Intimidation and performance checks. Or fire guy. I might just go basic bitch, go Asmodeus, just for the sake of, yeah. Yeah. We'll come back and we'll customize our look in a second. I always customize the look and then forget to do all the rest of this. We're going to do all the rest of it first, then come back to it. Okay. So, what are they? Outlander is probably the closest. Grew up in the wilds or just far from the comforts of civilization. Did I really grow up that way, or did I just do that now as I'm because I'm a? That's the other thing. People think of background as like, what were you doing before you were an adventurer, and it is partly that. Like someone who was a charlatan, they clearly weren't doing that as a kid, you know, or a criminal or a soldier, or whatever. But for Outlander, it's like, oh, you grew up this way. So it's like, oh, Outlander isn't just like, oh, you chose to live in the wilds. It's you've always lived in the wilds, you know. But I think that is where I would go with him. All right, abilities. Would we change any of this? No, I just use deck weapons for all my stuff. Higher wisdom. Yeah, that's perfect. Skill proficiencies. Stealth, nature, perception. Wasn't there a... Hug trees. Honestly, I would drop nature for like a monster lore, but I don't think there is one. Insight. Yeah, I'm not a nature druid. I'm not a nature ranger, so I don't think I'm going to keep the nature. Monsters are not nature. I only know nature and bar fights. Yeah, we'll do insight. Keep that. So I can see a lie a mile away. All right, let's edit our appearance now that we've done all the other stuff.
Where to next? Let's hope the locals...
Hells.
Be wary. It's opened. More of those...
There's Matt.
Where to? Let's hope the locals are friendly. Hells. Something just woke up down here. Be wary.
More of those wretched things. There's magic keeping this chest sealed. I can... Where to next? What was that? Let's hope the locals are friendly. Be wary.
Yeah.
More of those wretched things.
It's that one. It's definitely that one. And look, we get all the tiefling colors. Lore accurate. Now, you can also do the fucking, you know, alternative lore accurate. And this is one of those things I don't mind. Like, where I'm like, oh, not lore accurate. I won't bug anyone for blue tiefling. You know what I mean? Because there are blue tieflings. They're just not usually Asmodeus tieflings. But it doesn't really matter because that part I don't care about. Question is, though, what's the right shade? Ooh, I know what I'm doing. I know how I'm going to make him look. Pink tiefling. No, hear me out. Hear me out. You got to choose the right shade of red. Are there better reds? Hold on. I'll go to all skin colors to see if there are better reds. This is too, like, plum to me. It feels weird. But I think that's the closest I'm going to get to what I'm looking for. Oh, no, that's good. Is that in the normal one? Yeah, it is. So actually, it's a little fucking... I don't know, man. It's tough. Yeah, I'll go with this. Just hear me out. We give our dude, hold on, I'm choosing a face for the rest of the game. Yeah, it's just a basic face. Chili tone. We give him, tattoos. Hold on. Check this out. Check this out. Give him fucking tattoos. Make those white. Yeah, now he's got some fucking... Now he's on some word bearer shit. Now, do I actually want to do that for the fucking Monster Hunter Ranger? Maybe. I don't know what these are exactly. I think this is all infernal, which is concerning for someone who's supposed to be hunting monsters. But I do like the white tattoo idea. Actually, what if we did... Hold on. Oh, that wasn't quite the color I was hoping for. I guess it is still skin tone. I was looking for like an onyx. You know what I mean? Just like a impossible to see facial features kind of vibe. You know, I actually kind of like one of these tones more. They're a bit bright. Wish I could just like play with a wheel. Oh no, Des, why would you do that to me? Ugh. On a day when my nose is all running. Alright, fine. Des has hummed the rat. I must rat. Give me a second. Let me find my stream timer. Ah, every time. Stream stuff. Drink some water while I'm looking. Timer. Okay. Stream timer on.
Okay, there we go. It's all set up and ready to go. Thank you for the rat, Des. I'll take your eggs now, so you can't do that again. All right. So skin color is what we were at. Let's see. I kind of like this red. It's a little bit bright, but it's growing on me. You know. All right. So a scar obviously is a scar. We'll come back to the tattoos, but the idea of the tattoo. I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room with rats. And rats make me crazy. Yeah, they do. They do make me crazy. You know this is what you signed up for, right? When you clicked on corporate rat voice, you know this is what you were gonna get. Okay, good. Let's see. Some sort of scars from the fighting of the monsters, but not too many, or maybe more. Let's see. Oh, the big eye scar is such a classic. Well, you know, it's a little bit cliche. It's so classic, it's moved into the cliche zone. Oh, golly. Crazy for feeling so lonely. But a big nose scar is good, too, but it feels kind of strange. I would much rather go for a big, veiny scar like this one that seems to be he was a huge something got me. You know? But it's tough. It's tough to say. I do like giving him a sort of tough vibe. Maybe make him a little older, too. There we go. He's seen a bit of fighting. He's been around a little bit. He knows what it's like to be fucked up. And I mean that in all the ways. No freckles. We don't need freckles. And this? Don't need that either.
Excuse me. I burped.
Anyway. I'll add an extra couple seconds for that. Let's see what else we got. We got all the other tattoos. I do like the white on the red. It is very word bearers. However, the question is, would he have a tattoo? And I don't know. It's tough to say. He's a monster hunter, so he doesn't get out into the world quite often. But it's not going to be something like this. That would be a little intense, you know? So, why did you do this to me? Why is that even still an option? Why do I have this as a viewer reward? You're killing me, Smalls. All right, let's see. You could give him something. I do like the words. Again, it's very word bearer coded. Maybe it's like a protection thing, you know? Like he's put it on, and the way he has it is so that, yeah, it's infernal runes, but he's using that infernal protection for himself, perhaps. Now you're going to make me read Goofy's voice in Mickey's voice, because I'm still stuck for another minute and 50 doing Mickey's voice. but I have to read your message. So we're doing that. Oh, yuck! Is that you, Mickey? Yes, it is. Gosh, I sure love some fun time. Well, that was weird. I did, like, Sparrow's laugh in the Mickey voice. Funky. Anyway, let's see. What else can we do? Ooh, wait. This is new, isn't it? What is this? Feywild Syndicate. I see. It's like, why is there a bow on my cheek? And a frilled lizard? What is that? Did they add new tattoos? Did I add new tattoos? Maybe I added new tattoos and didn't realize. I did add a bunch of mods. I'm dying. Well, don't do that. Don't die. That's not great. If you die on me, I'll die on you. Oh. I'm really struggling with this tattoo thing. I think he needs them. I think it adds to his ruggedness. But the real question is, like, how rugged do we want him to be, you know? Yeah, I think this is fine. He's got some words, some things on him. But it's not something that's it's not this, you know what I mean? This is a completely different vibe to this. This is like, oh, you have some sort of religious thing going on. And this is, oh, you really have some sort of religious thing going on. You know what I mean? There's a vibe difference. It's a very different thing going. So we'll do with that. We might stick with maybe an off-white instead of a full white. Not something that's going to be as bright as a full white, because getting tattoo that stays that way, I could do a full white and then do less intensity. Oh, that works. Oh, actually,
If we did, sorry, I have to drop in a second. I'm free. Stream timer. All right. Hobo rugged. Yeah. If we did, like the same white with this, and then we just turned down the intensity, and it's just sort of vaguely there. That's kind of fun. Like you can kind of see that there's something. But you're like, what is that? What weird, like, faded tattoos does he have? Really can't see it on a black tattoo. You need the brightness of the white. Yeah, a mystery to the backstory. Why does he have weird, faded tattoos all over his face of stuff, you know? Also, I'm probably not going to have pierced ears. That's a liability when fighting monsters. You do not want to do that otherwise. Ooh, I'm pressing the button. Whoa. Like scar tattoos. Scar tattoos? Elaborate. Also, I gotta give him cool tiefling eyes. No other option. There used to be... Not used to be, but there's a version that puts actual, like, fire in them. Yeah, where they kind of shift, like you can see fire in the eyes. For some reason, that's not a default tiefling option. I don't know why or what they're for. But you can see the fire eyes are pretty cool. They're pretty neat. I wish I could zoom in more to show you there's like a little animation on them. Zevlor has them though, so got the skin in a way that when it heals, the scars are left. Oh yeah. This is just like scarring. Yeah. Ritualistic scarring. Kind of like the really green eyes on the skin tone. It's funky. Makeup, yes. Not that much though. Jesus. Just enough to give him a little bit of a. You okay, dude? You look sleepy. You know what I mean? Just enough. Just enough. Just enough that you're like, Like that would even do it with like a darker red, so it's less obvious. It's like closer to his skin tone. Just give him like tired eyes. Anyway, hair. This is the one we installed a bunch of fucking hair things for. Could steal Carl X hair. Also, we might not even use one of our newly installed gigabytes of hair. Who knows? Actually, let's give him a little beard. A little beardy boo. And then choose the hair based off of that. It's like, you know, some beard hair combos don't necessarily work. Some do. Also, this hair is really fun. I'm surprised I don't see more of this style out in the world, like the weird snake hair with the little like twin tails. It's really fun and funky. I figured when Baldur's Gate was like, after it was out for a bit, people would like start doing that more for some reason, but they did not. They did not.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Oh, okay, I'm on it. Hydrating. Huh. Did that not play? It didn't sound like it played. Oh, that's not good. Ah, it's not good. Alright.
Congratulations, you won.
Oh, there it goes. It was just backed up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I did win. What did I win? Did I win the hydration? Is that the... I don't know where we're going with this. Wah, 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 wah. Yo. Ugh. I'm full of snot today, guys. Full of so much snot. Just absolutely chock full of it. Let him be bald. Should he be bald? Maybe. I did just download a fuckload of hair mods. It'd be really fucking hilarious if I did that and then made him bald. I'm just saying. There's a lot of these that are the same hair over and over and are just like slightly different. I downloaded too many hair mods, guys. Ooh. Cool. Funky. Really funny if I chose basic hair after all those hair mods. I'm thinking about it. It might happen. I don't know. Oh, it's Astarion's hair. I was like, I don't know what this is, but it looks like it fits Astarion. It's because it is his hair. Idiot. Oh, it's Orin's hair. Right, she's got really long, like, braid. Oh my god. It is Orin's hair. Umberly hair. What else is this? Shadowheart V2. I don't know who Isobel is. Oh, she's the cleric lady. This hairstyle has like 20 different forms with different length of hair. Yeah. Gortash's hair. Wow, there's a lot of options. Oh, hey, it's Saz's hair. Oh, no, there's Saz's hair. My bad. I thought this was Saz's hair. I misremembered. No, her hair is like this. Gale. Orin with her gold. Okay, this one is Saza's hair again. They just... Oh, yeah. The Saza alt. The Saza. Could just give him a straight up mohawk. The one... That one just made him look like Geralt of Rivia, but a demon. Which one? Because he's basically Geralt. That's kind of the background I've given him. Like one of these. Yo. Yo, yo. Do, do, do. Another fucking Orin hair on the length. Alright. Okay. Alright. What does bald look like? Nah. It's not correct. It's not correct. Honestly, I'm thinking about it. Just the man bun. Moving on. Or the super incredibly short hair, actually. Like he just cuts it himself in the wild. What can I do with the horns to play around with that? I like these kind of horns. The ram's horns that rotate. Generally. Excuse me. Let's give them like a... Yeah. We blend him with his hair a little bit more, see how we feel on him. Yo, yo, do, 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 do. I'm gonna shave when the squid moths. The squid moth? What is a squid moth? But I mean, like, think about trying to style your hair around like horns like this, you know? Tough. Oh, that makes more sense. You're talking about the mind flayers. I was really confused there for a second. I was like, what the heck's a squid moth? Let's try these horns, see if that changes anything. Because I think big hair is the answer, but not that big. But you know what I mean? Like, that looks funny. I don't know why. That in particular looks very funny. I'm a bit hungry. Then go fucking eat, dude. I'll be hanging out here for a bit. Look, we've already... Remember when I said, like, oh, wow, it's been 20 minutes since I last said, oh, well, look at the clock. Well, it's been an hour since I said since I started. So yeah, basically once I made the character, I'm going to take a small break and make myself some noodles, and then we'll come back. And once I've done, and then we'll come back and fucking actually play the game. But makes him look like a Vulcan. Yo, yo. I think it's kind of funny because it's like it's like the one thing that will fit between his horns. All right. I'm spending too much time on this. Piss off. There we go. Be gone, bot. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Be gone, bot. Okay, I don't want big long tail. You know, I think this might be the answer. The Dreadhawk. I think it kind of fits his vibe. It fits his face. It fits his, like, I don't know. It fits what's going on with him. Let's actually put some highlights in. Oh, the highlights just highlight individual braids. Interesting. But I can make the red as a graying option. So it's just kind of like interspersed. Oh, weird. I made it like green. No. I will give him a little bit of graying though. He's been around a little bit. You know? This isn't graying his beard at all. Okay. Good to know. Even just a 5 is really intense. Hold on. 1 is just as intense. Hold on. We gotta the white is too white. There we go. I was just trying to get some in his beard and it wasn't working. Anyway. Okay. Gotta make sure we change our name. Where was that? Or is that later? That's later. I think. Unless I'm just going to be Tav. I thought there was a spot to put your name. Proceed. Oh, no, there it is. There it is. Wait, if I do this, does that change everything? Yeah, it does. But it keeps him sort of in place. If I make him big, no. Regular sized. Okay, so tieflings often have what's called a virtue name. They don't always, but they have this thing called virtue names, where their names are just like be like harmony, promise, things like that. You know, something that their parents named them. They're like, oh, we think this is what they want. This is what they want them to have. Thinking about giving them a virtue name, or just a cool fucking. No, the virtue names are outplayed. They're outplayed. Let's call him Zerix. Slanbane. Let's do the Zerix. Zerix. Zevir. Zerix. I'm saying it out loud to think about, like, if that's what I want. Yeah. Let's go for it. All right. This will take much less time. I know exactly what I'm doing with this. What would a spoilers, what would I be manipulated into being like, oh, that's cool. Definitely a half elf. All right, hold on. Edit. Half elf. Yeah, hi, half elf. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Remarkable. Truly.
Yeah, 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 yeah. He might have been an orphan. Yeah, probably. Um. Da, 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 da. Yo. Yo, do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Mhm. Oh, that's something that's just perceptible if you're really looking. Hairstyle? Hold on, hold on, hold on. No, although that's close. Hmm. Uh, we're getting there. We're getting there. I have a very particular look in mind. And I saw the hair earlier. Slanbane. Slan is Dutch word to mean hit or slap. The Slanbane would be the bane of slapping. Welcome in, Master of Smithness, and that's fucking funny. Slan is like a lizard, like an evil lizard thing in D&D. I think that's what it's called. What the fuck is this? Jesus Christ! What the hell? Oh, it's harpies. I was like, what is that? She does look like a Karen. Maybe that's what I'm into. All right. This subtle, very subtle. Oh, I'm thinking of a slod. I'm thinking of a slod, not a slan. A slan is something else then. You know what I did? I was thinking of a slan from Warhammer. Here you go. There's your two links. Your Forgotten Realms for the slod, and then I combined slod and slan. Which are two entirely different things, though very, they're both sort of frog things. So maybe there's something there in terms of like style. Flanbane. I am the bane of Flan. No Flan stands before me and lives. His hair's got like a big old bald spot. This isn't what I'm looking for. I've tried. Honestly, I might go back to the Karen hair. I think it worked the best. Assuming I can find it again. I keep seeing hair that I've not seen this whole time. Where did that go? No, what's up here? Somewhere. Somewhere. Oh, was that it? No. Oh, that's not bad. Not what I'm looking for, but not bad. Yeah, all right. I'll go with it. I was looking for some sort of like pixie cut kind of thing, and that's pretty close. Eyes, though. We gotta change the eyes up. One second. I gotta look up a thing. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, cool. Just looking for... There we go. Yeah, like that. And the hair, gonna go into here, but then for the, we'll do some highlights. Where does it highlight? Is it just the front, or is it like everything? It's everything. Okay. Get a purple in there. We do like a little bit of highlight. There we go. See, I want to hint at the existence of like salad bane. Salad. Yeah, salad bane. Fucking yeah, so I'm trying to hint at the underlying existence of this character of the Guardian, like who they actually are. So I give them the eyes and I give them like a little bit of, you know, the purple. Even though I fully know, I just think it's visually a fun bit of storytelling to do, to be like, you know, they gave a bit of a hint. Cool. We're in, baby. And you know what that means? We're in. And it took us exactly an hour and a half to do this fucking character creation. It means we're, well, a little under halfway, honestly. But I require a snack. I need to go blow my nose something fierce. I'm going to skip this cutscene. I'm sorry. I'm the worst. That's a good emote combo. And I'm going to... Oh, wait, we gotta watch us wake up. And then I'm going to put us in Be Right Back mode, and we'll be right back in like 5 minutes. Or the game will struggle? Are you okay, game? There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. There we are. It's us, baby. We live. I can't wait to change my clothes. All right. My head. I will be editing this in a bit, but first, sandwich time. We'll be right back. I'm back. I'm back. I put hot water in my soup. I haven't actually eaten the soup yet. So at some point I will have to eat that soup. It's a little cup of noodles, but we'll get there. I set up my action bar when I got back. I took an item. It was a single topaz, which I will now add to wares. Yeah. That's what I did. That's what you missed. Get this onyx up here. I do wish... Oh, that's another mod I wish existed. A toggle for this, for holding alt and seeing the names of items and stuff. Are we? Are you? It's just spewing smoke. I just realized all the fire and all the... Oh, because there's a hole. I was like, it's all going the same direction. Never noticed before that it's all being sucked... And it's because the pressure differential of us flying away. Which makes a certain amount of sense. Well, we got to click on the nursery. Not that it'll just blow up if we do anything to it, but...
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Writhing. See, you can see that we're going to roll something. We have a -1 from our intelligence. But we can't see what we're rolling or how much we need. So, that was a failure. We know that much.
You notice nothing more than meets the eye.
And that is excellent. I love that shit. How much did we fail by? Who knows? Probably a considerable amount based on what we rolled, but still though, it means that I can't just go, well, I'll save and try that again. I'm so close, I could actually do that. You know what I mean? What I get is what I get. And if things end up in tragedy because of my idiocy, then so be it. Now I don't want an honor motor. If I die, I completely lose. But I do want some like accountability, you know. Just a smidge. All right, let's go talk to us. I've done this nautiloid so many times. And the add-on should be working. The Twitch integration one, if you're like on a PC. You should be able to vote if you want. Now, again, I probably won't listen to your vote, but you should be able to. Because this will become my solo playthrough on my own after this stream, basically. So.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
Alright. He's a monster hunter, so he knows what an intellect devourer is. I'm not gonna ask.
So many enemies.
Unless, you know, my memory is a little foggy. Maybe I don't remember.
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer. Flares who abducted you.
I don't want to kill us. He's such a good boy. He's such a good little lad. And he gets corrupted at some point later and become, you know, you can have him as a pet. Spoiler, sorry. He hangs out with you. But, like, that's meta knowledge. My guy's a monster hunter. He hunts intellect devourers on the reg. He would probably kill this thing. Ugh. The tragedy. And this is exactly the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Do I play the character or do I play what I would play? Or is the character me? How much of me is the character and how much do I take over the character once I've created him and have the background set, you know? Alright, I'm making an exception just for us because I want him later, so.
Remove us from this body. From this cage.
And, okay, hear me out. Here's the reasoning. He's killed intellect devourers before. but he knows he's stuck on an nautiloid ship right now. He knows the ins and outs of being like you know, you. As long as you're like they think you're a thrall, you can pretend you can do your thrall stuff, right? So he's just gonna keep playing along to try and get out of this because he knows he can't win a flat out fight to like fight his way out kind of thing. That's his goal.
The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient, should it prove a threat.
No, all it does is lower his health. Yeah, it seems like a cool thing to do to like keep him later as a pet, like if you do that, but like you can do that either way. It just lowers his health.
Free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed. Us. We are us.
Okay, us.
The brain tenses.
Puppy.
An unseen advisor.
Do you not hear it? We will not survive here. We are needed to navigate. We are needed to leave this realm.
All right.
Where will we go? We are going to the helm.
Yeah, Us is a good lad. Also, I love that Us gets this.
Creature
Whoops.
We will go to the helm now. We are going.
Us has the newborn stat, which just reduces like I forgot what it is, but it basically is a debuff, but it's only a debuff for the few seconds that Us is newborn. Like he's gonna be unnewborn momentarily. Excuse me. Just if we got in a fight in the next couple seconds, it like changes his stats. Excuse me. He has 11 health right now. The newborn stat falls off, and he's at 21. Like, it's just there in case you get into a fight with him right away. He's not a full-blown intellect devourer. And then Lae'zel's gonna jump on us. Here she comes. Spa! Something angry. She does like a little backwards leap.
Abomination. This is your end.
Oh, you're really close to me.
Your head drops and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
Oh. My head. What is this? Skvar.
It is Kva.
Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
Alright, let's go, Frog Princess. Yeah, straight to the point.
First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. As for that thing, it will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls.
Yeah.
It may be of use in the fight to come.
That's what I was thinking. My point earlier was that he understands that, like, you have to hide. I always forget that angle gives you direct Lae'zel ass as soon as she steps up to the plate. Alright. Me? Who's next? Slow this guy down. Or slow him to death. I need to fix Lae'zel's action bars too, but we'll get there. Eventually I'll standardize everyone's action bars, but I'll wait till I actually get them as a as a companion.
Now, to the helm.
Can I use scimitars? I think I can. I think that's possible. I'll have to find out. I'll have to find out.
Ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
Well, 2 short swords is also what I could use too. I actually didn't even get 2 scimitars. Usually I do. Anyway. So let's do dual wield our short swords, which are pretty short. Dual wield long swords is where it's at, or long sword, short sword. But we'll get there eventually. That's the same. That's the same stats as a short sword. All right. That's fine. The rest of these get added to wares. I do miss shift clicking on stuff to add to wares from the beta. When it was at early access, you could shift click stuff, just add to wares, add to wares, add to wares. That got removed. And there's no longer a quick button to add something to wares. Not a control click, not an alt click, nothing. Which is sad. I miss it. It was such a nice button.
I feel better.
Meow, meow. That's what you sound like. Meow, 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 meow. Where's my team? All right, let's go get Shart.
Path lies before me.
Shart.
Gay machinery. I can make no sense of it.
Unleash. Aggression.
Oh. I'm doing these great. Well, I wouldn't press those buttons.
You! Get me out of this damn thing!
We have no time for stragglers.
Ah, but we have time for teammates.
Try that contraption next to the pod. They did something to it when they sealed me in. Hurry! Please!
Okie dokie. Hurry, please. And I'll come back for that when we have the key we're about to go gather. A dead thrall. There's the key.
Skra. How many gay infected?
What does custom do? The hell does that do? What does the custom button do? Anyway. Weird. Whoa. The dies. I didn't know they'd be in there. Look at these bad boys. What? There was an amazing doggo inside. You were right. Anyway. These mines you can do a thing with, right? Oh, I'm gonna pick these up. They're heavy, but I will take them. I think you can do stuff with them.
For what?
And I know you can activate her pod or whatever. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But I'm pretty sure, I mean, they're pretty heavy. But if you send them to camp, you can just have them in your camp, and then eventually, later down the line, if you bring them with you to the Act 2 finale fight, you can use them on something later. After the Act 2 finale fight, but there's no time to go get it between the Act 2 finale fight and, you know, when you would normally pick it up. Or when you would have it. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. You wouldn't be able to go get it.
The console appears dormant.
The console hums to life. My shitty arcana, but I've got proficiency somehow. Maybe? That's a maybe? That's a yes.
The pulsing glow and organic lines of the device make it seem more like a beating heart than a machine.
Oh, how was that helpful?
The nearby pond.
Oh, okay, well, thank you.
Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. The parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you.
Connection. Authority.
Authority.
Authority. Will the pod to open. 8 total success.
Feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Good, good.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into habits.
She headbutted my brain.
Mixed with wariness, because you have a gift with you.
Yeah, she's fine.
You keep dangerous company. Fair point.
Yeah, dangerous company's what you need to
Looks like
fight.
There's plenty of fighting ahead.
Excuse me.
Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way. Shadowheart. One moment.
One moment. What's that?
It's nothing.
I'm curious.
Trust me.
Enough of this chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now.
She's right. Lead on.
Why are you surprised? She's self-serving. That's what Gith are. You're surprised when she says something vaguely self-serving? We need to leave now. Oh, she's right. Oh. She's right. Oh. Heal up. Now, there's a possibility we can get the sword.
Once inside, do as I say. Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Kanyank.
Wow. Rude. All right, in we go. You notice that the imps in that, I've sort of said this before, the imps make like Jetsons car sounds when they fly by, like the like fucking.
Do it. We will deal with the geich after.
Should have said it before they did their flying.
The nerves.
But they do. They make weird fucking Jetsons noises. I don't know why. I don't know what weird propulsion system they're on that makes them Jetson around, but. Nice. And I get my ass over here. Ow. Well, I'm resistant. It's fine. Well, okay, not that resistant, apparently. Get in there, us. Fucking bam, dude. Ooh. That was a big first hit. You hate to see it. Can I get over there? No, but I do have a bow. Bow them. And then go back to sword just in case something comes our way. I should have done that on my ranger. Ooh, a 22. Fuck yes. Alright. He's giving as good as he's getting. So you can kill that dude pretty easily as long as you're having enough help from my boy Mind Flayer, you know? Oh, alright, Shedheart. You could have, like, tried, you know? You could have given it a shot. So what I like to do is I like to set up, go back to knives. I like to set up the, so let's dash him. Well, actually, what's the jump look like? If I get over here, and I jump, no, I can't. Dash my boy. I like to kill all the imps and things first, and then, you know. But then smack on him for as long as I can and leave one guy by the console. And as soon as days, nice. Yeah, I'm working on it. But I could get his sword. That's the point. Is I can get his sword. So we send 2 guys over to the actual like imps and things that are gonna happen over here. Like trigger this. Oh, it's so close. No, that movement speed. Well, I wouldn't be able to do anything else anyway. There we go.
Hurry before they strike.
And there's more imps. And then we chill here. A little bit further. We chill here. Ooh, he might die. I shan't. I shall not ignore the devil. I can do both things, assuming he lives, which seems an unsure thing right now. Like it's constantly telling me that as if I don't know. I'm in the process, guys. I'm working on something right now, alright? I need you to trust me on this. Okay. We go stand next to this imp so when he runs away, he gets a stab. Oh yeah, hell yeah, us. Nice crit. Oof. He is still ruggling. Damn, I was really hoping to knock him on his ass. Ooh. Okay. Put Shart here to hit guiding bolts on... Ooh, Zalk? Oh, it hit and it's a guiding bolt. Whoever hits him next is going to get advantage. Or is it for the next 2 turns, or is it just next? But that was a big chunk. That was a really good big chunk. I kind of look like Will in my portrait, like the way his like angle is. All right. Let's do one of these. Oh, that was all of my hit. Okay, it's fine. We're fine. Okay, no, it was just the for a turn and then for whoever hit next. Still pretty good. Oh, Mind Flayer, please, baby. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I need my own backup. Okay, well, in theory, I needed backup. I mean, I still do, but... Oh! Alright, kill this thing. Run over here.
Keep going. Get to the transponder.
I'm working on it. I only need one guy at the transponder. And then we'll be fine. Oh, okay, no. He had 2 misses in a row? That's not happening. See if we can say I can flame this imp. Oh, so close. Alright, so he will die when he tries to run away from my dude. So we're going to run back over here. Because he's always going to try and run. Or not. Yes, I know, Cambions. I know. I know. We're running out of time here. I thought we could get him, but the Mind Flayer had 2 misses in a row. That's no bueno. Alright, so I'm going to park my ass over here by the transponder, and we're just going to wait till the next cycle of turns. At that point, basically we have to... This is all the damage we can do. We just got to hope the Mind Flayer... I'm keeping us alive, so I'm moving him away. Hope the Mind Flayer doesn't die. Jesus. And also is able to get him. Damn. Okay. We'll hang out here with Lae'zel just in case on this side. So Lae'zel can heal and can also pick up the item. But I don't think it's happening. Yeah, alright, alright. What's the range on this? Pretty big. Scoot out a little bit more. Because the Cambions are fast. They dash the whole way. Alright, we got like one more round of damage in there before we start taking damage. Ooh, yeah. Okay. So we're going to skip our turn for now. We'll come back to this. I'm gonna keep us away from everything. I want him alive for later, so keep him safe. Okay. So that was what we needed. That's what we needed. Okay, wasn't a lot of damage, but one can help. The line of flare can help finish it off. Oh, he's so close. Come on, Shart, you can do it. He's so low. You can tell that he's low. See, you can still see how low he is. You just can't see the number, which is honestly a big help. Get him. Oh, did we get him? Oh, he's so close. He's so close. One sneeze. A single sneeze. Oh, hello. Alright, Lae'zel, I need you to live to get this item. Ooh, okay. Can I reach him from here? Can us activate the fucking transponder? No. Okay. I have a plan. It's a bit of a risky biscuit. Okay. We shift over here. Oh, I'm so close. Do it anyway. Got him. Okay. Move back this way. Go into this. Don't die. Okay. It's us is up. Can us use the transponder? No. Wait, maybe. Hold on. Let's find out. I didn't have command drop. I had to kill him.
This creature can't activate.
Oh, I tried. All right. The plan continues. The plan is take this, pick up, and then give myself a fucking heal. Disengage. Get the fuck out of there. Now the question is, can Shart dash and get there in time? Yes! Command drop is for hosers.
The helm's alien transponder.
Shart didn't.
Made it in time.
No, that's fine. It's in Lae'zel's inventory. Lae'zel will have it when we pick her up. It's all good. Tav can't use it, or Tav can use it. I'm giving it to Lae'zel anyway. Maybe Karlach, but probably Lae'zel. Oh, this is why it feels so empty. There's no music. It'll be fine. The lack of music is really weird. I turned it off for the menu and I forgot to turn it back on, and so it's just like something's weird about this scene. Oh, there's imps out there. It's kind of cool with the music. Yeah, it is. It does give it more of like a realism kind to it, where it's like there is no music in the world. There's no diegetic. Like it's not. I mean, there is, but there is no music like that, like a non-diegetic soundtrack. So you just hear the sounds of what's happening more. You know, there's less music telling you how to feel. She just sort of watches, like, huh, funky, weird, fascinating. Wah, 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 wah. It is weird. It is feel a little funky without the music. It's just... It's like watching, God. What's it called? Fucking, God, what is it called? You know those videos where they play a music video, but they take all the music out, and it's just them like, yeah, yeah, like, hold on,
As you wake, the tadpole squirms in your skull.
like one of these. Sorry, I'm getting a video link for you. Actually, I'm just gonna put it on stream. Fuck it. Please wait while your party is reached. Boom. It's gonna capture the right browser. Yeah. So it's High School Musical 2, but it sounds realistic. Where they just take the fucking they take the music out. That's what I'm trying to say. God damn, I am losing it. Do I have browser capture? Here we go.
Let's work it.
That kind of shit. Where it's just like, that's the vibe I'm getting without the music when like wind is going by and stuff's happening.
The chaos of the crash site confuses.
There's a lot of music videos that done that too. Yeah, hell yeah.
Settlement or landfall, and you'll need to do it quickly.
That's really funny.
Tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
Thank you, Malice. Thank you, Malice. Very cool. Yeah, fun. Idea I had the other day. I think if Baldur's Gate hadn't released like right fucking peak. When did Baldur's Gate release actually? Was it 2023? Man, I thought it was way later. Or way earlier. No, it was 2023. Okay, never mind. Then my thing I was going to say was completely wrong. I was like, oh, it's because it was COVID. But I was like, no, dude, it was 2023. We were good at that point. We were mostly good. It's not like Animal Crossing that definitely had a surge at one point because no one else was doing anything else. Oh, the music. There's just the layer of background music to everything that, like, if you're not hearing it. Anyway. Yeah, he doesn't care about the artifact. He's a monster hunter, not an item getter.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
I was hoping you might know that. It doesn't matter, we made it.
True.
Yeah.
Seems like we're the lucky ones, judging by all the corpses strewn about. I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
All right.
No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first.
Yeah, that's
we
fair.
need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads. We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
What? What? Sorry, I just got a weird email. Give me a second. I gotta figure out what the fuck this is. Right. Right. Damn. I have to go, sorry, the email I got, man, talking about Monster Hunter. I can't wait for the 13th of December for the title update. Oh, yeah, what's it come with? Sorry, a big stretch happened at the same time.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me.
Sure.
It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
Hot chicks in your area mail? No, unfortunately. No, it was an email that was like, hey, it said your DL license is about to expire. And I was like, my DL license? Like Disneyland? Like, what are you talking about? Like, what's license? Because what license with fucking Disney? And I open it up, and it's like, oh, your driver's license. So I'm like, my driver's license? Why'd you write DL license? Whatever. Fucking the hat. There's always a hat in that bag. It's a different hat every time. Anyway.
I'll take that.
And it was just like, yeah, it's going to expire soon. You need to fucking, and you're not eligible to do it online anymore. You have to go to the DMV because you haven't taken a picture for your driver's license since you were 16 years old. And I went, yeah, you're right. That was 15 years ago. I should take a new picture.
Fresh water.
Your ATM machine. Yeah. Yeah, they've been letting me renew by mail for so long that, like, literally my driver's license has a 16-year-old Sparrow on it. And, you know, I am not 16. I am 30. I look quite different from how I looked when that picture got taken. And for some things, it's some things like facial hair, just hair in general is different. Facial structure is different looking. Well, not different. Everyone's facial structure is probably the same. Because skeletons are kind of, skeletons, but like it's a slightly different facial vibe. Like, we do not look like the same folks at all. I should add the fish to wares. I should add that to food. Right, that's food? Yeah, camp supplies. Camp supply pack. This thing's gonna get hella heavy. That's fine. I think if your supplies are in camp, it counts as being, like, you can use them when you're camping, so. Abducted commoner. Abducted by who? Who's from on the ship. I'm an idiot.
More of those wretched things.
More of those wretched things. Oh, we should level up before we do this. As long as we can, Might as well take the thing. Level up Ranger. And then you can do this to change it. I'm not doing that yet. I want to get to level 3 Ranger first before I go into any other classes. It's weird that Ranger gets spells, but it's fine. Did they change Hunter's Mark so it actually fucking is useful? Yeah, it is a little bit useful. Alright, but it's concentration, so I'm less worried about it. I'm trying to speak with animals. Do we get more fighting styles? Like, can I have more than one fighting style? I don't remember for Ranger. I know I would if I multi-classed into Fighter, which is honestly what I might be doing. Let's see, though. Fighting style, extra attack. No, there's no secondary fighting style, but Fighter. If I go into Fighter, I get a. There's no fighting styles. Oh no, there's first level. I get a second fighting style first level. Okay, it might be something I do pretty early on. Like go 2 levels into fighter for the action surge, you know, and the extra fighting style. And ranger, you get a feat, I guess, at 11 or 12, and at 11 you get a what's it called? A fucking subclass feature. Which I don't need all my subclass features, honestly. You really only need 2 of them for Ranger. You need Colossus. You need either Colossus or Giant, and then you need Hordebreaker, or you want Hordebreaker. So, like, yeah. But we'll take a Hunter's Mark. Fuck it. Why not? Oh, a Long Strider is nice. Yeah, right. You know what? Let's take a Long Strider. I don't need... We'll take a Hunter's Mark later. I'll get enough of these. There'll be enough spell choosing. Unless I don't get any more spells after this, but I think I do. Yeah. Anyway, fighting style. So archery's good. 2-weapon fighting is good. I'm probably gonna go for archery here, and then on fighter take 2-weapon fighting for the double. Or I could just do dueling. It's not 2-handed in one hand and no weapon in the other. No, it'd be 2-weapon fighting. It'd be archery and 2-weapon fighting together. It's kind of the vibe I'm going for anyway. It's from the ranger, we'll take archery, but then from fighter, when we get there, we'll take. Yeah, we'll take. What's it called? What's the word? 2-weapon fighting. Bird is the word. Like a camp cat. Wait. Oh, I see. Yeah. Is a camp caster someone you just leave a camp, cast spells on you, and then fucking go back? Is that the whole point of that? That seems spicy in a way I don't like. Nah, I hate that. I hate that so much. That's crazy. See, if I miss out on volley or whirlwind attack if I don't take level 11. I'm just up to level 10. But I don't exactly mind that. I mean, they're good. But they're not like, whoa, crazy. I thought Long Strider was a free action. What? Oh, the whirlwind attack is pretty nice. Action surge. You don't still choose a subclass if you're doing like multi-classing, right? Do you? I don't think so. Anyway, you know, I never keep inflict wounds on Shart. I think I might. Guiding Bolt's good. Healing Word is fine, and then also a Cure Wounds. Honestly, this is a good setup. I don't mind it. I might swap Shield of Faith for something like Bane, because it doesn't just protect one person; it protects anybody that creature attacks instead, in sort of the same kind of way. Leave command behind. Yeah. Excuse me. Fucking cleared my throat constantly today. Jesus Christ. Woo! I'm dying. Dying of death disease. Oh, right. I forgot we were fucking... Disadvantage? Why? Oh, it's outside of normal range. I'll move a little forward. Get him. The trade-off is you have to swap the campcaster in after each long rest. Huh. still weird though. I don't know. Funky. Oh, here it comes. The creature. Oh, I should have shot that thing. Well, I mean, no, he's not in range at all anymore. He's literally standing next to an explosive. You could totally just shoot it, blow him up. Hello. Didn't expect him to get that close. Let's give this boy Bane. Oh, we can Bane multiple things. I can't reach that one. That's fine. No, go back. No, I ended her turn. Oh, that was an attack opportunity. Wow, I'm fumbling it. I'm fumbling it. Hey, bitch. That's gonna hurt, by the way. I did not mean to end her turn. Oh, well. Do you need 3 targets? Ouch. Okay, let's try that again. Bane. You. Go. See, I pressed spacebar. That was the problem. And then we do one of these. Am I out of the target for that? Yeah, I think so. I was not. That hurt. Let's see. You can spec the Campcaster as a transmutation wizard to get a chance for more alchemy output. Interesting. That's so technical. Oh, that's crazy. I mean, it's not that technical, but it's more technical than I thought you could do. Oh my god, I'm dying. Clearing my throat constantly, sneezing, my nose is fucking running. Somehow it's also stuffy yet running. I'm not even sick. I just had the window open while I slept, and some tree tried to fuck my face with its pollen. Ugh. God damn. God damn. Ugh, get the tree sperm out of my nose. Ugh. Take all that, I guess. It's funny how I reached that, but couldn't reach the man. I had to go all in. Oh, because I clicked to walk. I didn't click on him. I see. Never mind. I take back my complaint. That wasn't really a complaint. Just a haha, this is funny. Who do we want first? Who do we want in our team, actually? I haven't thought about team comp at all. I'm going to be a pretty martial, sort of range, backliney kind of guy. With some frontline with the melee. So I'm kind of, I sort of ebb and flow. Hit the tree. I don't even know which tree it is. I don't know who to blame. I sort of ebb and flow into combat. So does Shadowheart. So we're going to need at least one dedicated martial and maybe one dedicated range. So definitely Lae'zel, although I might swap to Karlach once we get her. Astarion's alright. I don't like him. I find him annoying. That's just me. Hey, it's Gale. Crazy that we ran into him first, which is who we were after. Sorry. I don't mean to. Hate on. Don't mean to hate on everyone's favorite boy.
It looks slightly dangerous.
Ugh.
A hand? Anyone?
Sure. Let's try it.
That's it! Go on! Keep pulling!
Hi, Gale.
I'm Gale of Waterdeep.
I didn't know that.
Apologies. Usually better at this. At magic. See, I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the nautiloid as well.
Also just got another email from fucking SAG after. I was like, hey, you haven't paid. Sorry, I opened up I saw the notification, and they were like, hey, you haven't paid your dues. I'm like, dude, I paid those yesterday. And I double checked. It's like, yeah, you paid them yesterday. I was like, why did you send me this email? Why did you tell me I haven't paid them, you fuckers? It was quite expensive. So I know you were on the nautiloid as well. Yeah, I was. Yes.
And I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region.
Yeah, well, I guess.
No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers?
Yes, I am.
It's a process known as seromorphosis, and let me assure you,
It is to be avoided.
You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon?
Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle. Fucking Gale, man.
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Yeah, Shadowheart, thank you.
No doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them. As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction.
True.
We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
I feel like I'm being strong-armed, but alright.
Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved. Or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you.
Yeah, you know worries, dude.
It's an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
All right. We got him. Got the boy. We got the lad, the man, the myth, the legend. Let's level him up. Level up, wizard. Now the question is, do we keep him an evocation wizard? Probably. We kind of want that like flat damage output, I think, in my opinion. Because yeah, I don't know. Blade singing is cool. I'm glad they added it. It's neat. It's kind of funky. Resource used to cast Blade Song. Training in War and Song. Evoke the Blade Song, gain +2 bonus to armor class, and your movement speed increases by 3 meters. Yeah, it's interesting stuff. But evocation's pretty basically like, you know, boom, hit you with big blast, and it keeps us safe. Yeah. We're gonna give him a magic missile, very necessary, very helpful, and a singular chromatic orb for any type of damage we need. And also magic missile for when there's like illusions and shit. Witch Bolt sucks. Put that on there. I never use grease. Put that on there. Thunderwave is good for getting people away from you. Sleep is good for crowd control. And mage armor can happen to be useful sometimes. All right. And I'm sure grease is good. I just never use it. Where? Alright, let's go. Let's go find Lae'zel. Lae'zel! Excuse me, Frog Princess. We must free you from the trap. Because you were an idiot.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, twice.
The color green.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
You know, I think green isn't a real color.
How will you? Oh, a guess.
I can explain in a second.
Frowns in response to the prisoner's
green is a color in the same way C is a letter.
Her voice.
Get rid of them.
Now let me explain. Green is either a shade of yellow that's gone, towards blue, or a shade of blue that has gone towards yellow. Green itself doesn't really have its own identity. Like if you do a flat, solid, bright green, that's the yellow version. If you do a sort of darker tealish green, that's the blue version. Like blue and green, green doesn't exist. Blue, yellow. And those two together, yes, you make green, but the color green is just a combination of blue and yellow. Now, the reason I say it's like the letter C is because C is only ever the sounds of either K or S. Anywhere there is a C in a word, you can replace it with a K or an S. The only exception to that is the CH sound, which is itself its own sound. Therefore, could be its own letter instead of two letters. Funky, right? Anyway, I think I have pretty terrible persuasion and deception. I'll lie. Yeah, I'll take a guidance on this one. I don't want to kill these people. Uh-oh. Ooh, I think I might be killing these people.
Demaze, let's
No. I'm not leaving this fiend with a stranger.
kill them.
Well, even if I persuade, all I'm doing is persuading them to have Lae'zel help me kill them versus just killing them on my own. Try again. Oh, wait, if I fail this, what happens? Oh, I succeeded on that one?
He's right.
All right.
No one's safe if that thing goes loose. Not even us.
Demaze?
Enough. Lower the trap. Ready your blade.
You've but one chance. Join me or die.
The little...
No!
You lying rat!
Look, man. I gotta defend my frog princess. That's my wife right there. Can I knock them out? Hold on. Where did that option go? Where's fucking... Why no voting? It should be on. Is it not on? Shit, my bad. It should be on. Hold on. Options. Interface. Is it interface? Gameplay? Enable Twitch extension. It's on. It should be on. Is it not on? Also, the better interface has made it so I don't know where the button is for fucking non-lethal hits anymore. Or I don't remember where it is. Where the heck is it? Am I crazy? Is it gone? Is it removed? Where the heck was it? Well, it was here at some point. Wasn't it a button here? Ranger? Common. All. Don't know how voting works. Interesting. I don't know. I have to look into it again. Hold on, let's see. Next time there's an option, we'll stop and I'll look. But I have to figure out how to fucking non-lethally kill this man. I forgot where the non-lethal button is. Hold on. Where's the non-lethal toggle? It's just a button I should press. It's not here. It doesn't exist. Hold on. Common. There it is. Toggleable passive. Jesus. Why was that, why was that buried like that? Funky. Anyway. Stabbing him, non-lethally. Now that doesn't work for magic, but we can probably hit him with a fireball and not kill him. Yeah, see? It didn't kill him. Can't reach that. Lae'zel will definitely murder them, though. Putting that out there. Oh, no. See? She doesn't even hit. Gale, you leave him alone. Hey. Oh, careful, lady. Lae'zel's coming to hit you. Oh. All right. Let's hit him with another little tiny firebolt. Or not. All right, let's try and non-lethally stab him. All right, close, 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 close. And hold on, he also has that I can turn on. Oh, it is on for him. All right, bonk him. Oh, I can't bonk him. Get in there to get ready to bonk him. And for you, it's already on. Go bonk. Damn it. I was hoping for a bit more of a bonk. Lae'zel's definitely going to kill her now. All right. Okay. It's fine. Can I heal her? Oh, whatever. If she dies, she dies. And Lae'zel kills her, it's not me. It's not on me. Well.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses.
Okay.
Suspicious. But the longer we wait, my people possess the cure for this infection.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness.
I dropped my phone.
Don't let her take advantage.
All right. I won't. Or maybe I will. I don't know. With that, well, you know.
You have made an ally from
Shadowheart, stop disapproving.
Call me Lae'zel.
I'll trust your judgment, but I won't trust her. Not until I've gotten
That's
her.
fine, Shart. I don't care.
Would that your mind proved its equal.
Half elf. I suppose the finer details are.
I wouldn't have figured that out either, Shadowheart, without you telling us.
The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
See, she says ask, not like kill, not torture, not demand. Also, he is knocked out. Yeah, I'm gonna take your potato. And your friend is dead. But, you know, that's on you guys. You wouldn't let her leave when she wanted to leave, and now you live with that consequence. Alright? Not my fault. I tried to get you guys to go away. You said no. You said no. Alright, level up Lae'zel. Alright. Except, wow. We've done it. Yeah, this won't kill him, turns him to ash. So I was like, well, I hope it doesn't kill him. I can turn this off now. Why is Lae'zel's portrait so... Why is she... Why is that happening? What's happening to her? Short rest. Short rest. Can't you? Moon Knight sometimes is just deep in there, you know? Can't you always tells me where to go. It's not always the right way, though. Where's the fucking twink? Where's he at? Where am the twink at?
I hear shouting up ahead.
Oh, that's two. No, 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 no. We will not check that out yet. Did I skip the twink? I skipped him. We gotta turn around. Jump back over the fire. If not over, then through. Oh shit. Hell yeah, a mind flayer.
Bound to be dangerous, even if it is. Just be careful.
Monster. Death is too good for it.
Yep. That's how I vibe. Kill monster, don't question. Oh yeah, Lae'zel has her fucking sword. Look at that, there it is. Have at. I'll take this longsword from you though. That's for me. Can I not two-hand my longsword? Can I not two-hand a longsword? I guess not. It's a longsword, not a short sword. Hey, I need some help.
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered.
Uh-huh.
There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Easily. Stand back. I'm so cool.
Can you see it?
Why is he's gonna try it? What is his goal? I mean, what is his goal? He would have been better off just sneaking around.
Dumb boar. You're relieved until you see the flash of a dagger.
I just need information.
Big dagger, man.
I saw you scuttling about on the ship.
It's like a Bowie knife.
You're in league with them, aren't you? Those...
Bigger. It's almost a machete.
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light. The fear.
What was that? What's going on? The worm. Of course. That explains things somewhat.
Somewhat?
And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies. Indeed we are.
Yes, yes. You're very
Allow me
cool.
to introduce myself. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
Nod.
Please tell me you at least know something about these worms.
Yeah, this is the worst. Okay, not the worst. This is my least favorite bit of Astarion acting in the whole game. The rest of it, Neil does an amazing job. Does an excellent job. This laugh, and of course they'll turn me into a monster. And I always hear the line. I've heard it a lot. I've always like, oh, I would have redone that one potentially.
Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect?
See, that part's fine. It'll turn me into a monster. I also expect. Perfect, great, lovely, Neil. But the laugh is very like Titus laugh. You know what I mean? Anyway, it's my one moment where I'm like, ooh, I didn't like that one.
Well, yes, of course. But first things first. I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't a bad idea.
Yeah, well, you're a herd.
After all. And I hate to turn down an invitation. All right. Maybe I'll see you there. Good luck.
Sitting back down, okay. All right. Ghouls and gals and goblins. I have to call it there for today. I know it's a pretty short one, but consolation prize. I will also be streaming tomorrow that will be the 5th stream in a row for this week. Then there'll be a small break, no streams on Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday, and then we'll start up again with another 3, a small break, then 1, then small 2 break, then 1. We're doing a lot. We're doing a lot this month. Again, it's dense December. I'm calling it dense December for a reason. It's dense. There's a lot of fucking streams, and each one a different game. Probably, maybe I might play the same thing twice. Who knows? Actually, I'm going as I'm making it up as I go along. All right, that's that's the real answer there. Look how many fucking saves I have. Anyway, I'll be playing this in my spare time, my free time. So you'll probably not be seeing Baldur's Gate again for a while, if ever. So yeah, but I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll see. Tomorrow, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow for stream. I'm gonna figure it out when I get there. Is the answer to that, I think. I might play some Pokemon ZA because I got my capture card working and I haven't played it since that first got it working. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. That's my first thought, but we'll see where it ends up going in the end. All right, I will talk to you. Wait, no, hold on. I forgot to press the button. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for saying hello. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for lurking. Thanks for not lurking. Whatever you did, I enjoyed having you around. Again, I'm streaming tomorrow. ZA is a letdown. Yes, however, I am a sucker for cute little Pokemon, and having them run around behind me making cute little footstep sounds, worth the price of entry for me. I'm a sucker. Anyway, I'm such a sucker. Like, literally the TikToks of them walking around is what got me to buy the game. Anyway, I will catch you guys later. I gotta paint some models for a game I have today in the afternoon, so I have to get on that shit like quickly. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for hanging out. I didn't press the timer button, so I don't know how long I have until it just cuts me off. So because I have it's like an automatic program that when I press the button on my stream deck, it starts the end stream process, which includes turning off my microphone, turning off my avatar and stuff when it gets to a certain point in the ending part. Unfortunately, there's also a timer button I have to click on that is a different... Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye.